Hi and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from underneath downtown Oklahoma City.
That's right, we are underground exploring the series of tunnels that connect a lot of our downtown buildings and attractions.
Now, it's not a bad place to explore with the kids, maybe during spring break.
I think they'd like it.
Now, do you really want to wow them though?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Keeps them
when
busy.
they're out of class,
Yeah, keeps them
absolutely,
happy.
you bet. So we have an idea for you. You need to check out the Grossology exhibit at the Science Museum, and guess who else to cover this but Jeff Roberts himself.
First of all, that is not the Stone's mouth behind me, okay, or Rocky Horror Picture Show. Hey, how many times have you said, ew, gross? Thanks, guys. You don't know gross unless you've seen Grossology here at Science Museum, Oklahoma. We're going to find out.
To find out, we visit with Professor Nigel Knows-It-All.
Nigel, what are you trying to teach here at Grossology?
Good question. Grossology educates children about their bodies in language they use, because most people don't talk about such things.
So Nigel, is Grossology just for children?
Good heavens, no. We looked at what children wanted to know about their bodies, but really, Grossology is designed for people of all ages. Anybody who wants to learn a little bit more about their body.
Professor Knows-It-All, thank you for talking with us today about Grossology.
My pleasure.
For more about the entire exhibit, we talk with Sherry Marshall. Now, she's the director of the Museum Network. She explains the experience you'll have when you check it out.
This is an incredible experience that gets kids a little bit more understanding of the gross and grody things that go along in your life. If you've ever wondered where burps come from, farts, or even, some people pick their nose and even eat it. Oh. It's disgusting. But it's a really great opportunity for kids to get an insight on science that's really relevant to their lives. What kid doesn't like something that's just a little bit gross? And so this way we can put a science spin on and give them a chance to explore the science of Grossology.
So if you've ever wondered how a burp happens, we've got Burpin' Bert. I really don't know if that's his name, but we're going to give it to him, okay? And we're going to pump this thing and see if he actually gives us a... Here it comes.
Watch out! 1,000 pardons.
Up next, it's Sniff Sniff. Smells from armpit to anus. Oh boy. But I got some help for this one.
Are you Morgan? Is that what you are?
Yes.
And a shout out to Mom and Dad?
Yes.
Sounds good. How about you?
I'm Jillian, and a shout out to my cousin Nona.
There you go. Now you guys are going to take the sniff test. Go ahead and do this to see how it works, okay? Do it together. You pick this one and you pick this one. You hit one of the buttons and you're good to go.
Ew. No.
Is it bad?
Uh-huh.
Like really bad?
Yes.
Like I don't want to do it?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I'm not going to do it. What about yours?
Ew.
Ew. Ew. Just ew. That's the sniff sniff.
That's the Toot Toot Station, where, like Sherry Marshall mentioned, you can learn all about farts. And then there's the life-size operation game, barf barf, skin crawling, and urine the game.
So the next time you're walking around a house going, ew, gross, you got to remember to check out Grossology, Science Museum of Oklahoma. In fact, I'm going to gross you out right now and go, are you ready? Okay, go, squeeze and sniff. Oh my God, oh God.
Thanks, guys. Really did not want to relive that. At Grossology, at Science Museum, Oklahoma, I'm Jeff Roberts for Discover, Oklahoma. Sorry about that, Mickey.
Once you're done getting grossed out, you can check out another nearby attraction, the Museum of Osteology. It has one goal, and that's to make learning fun.
My favorite thing was the bats, like getting to see the bats and like the bones of them, and actually getting to see like their faces and stuff. It was really cool.
The whale right there, it's really big. The skull of it was like bigger than me.
The little hummingbirds and how small their bones are.
From the massive to the very minimal, you can find all types of skeletons at the Museum of Osteology on Sunny Lane Road in Oklahoma City.
We opened in October of 2010, so we're still relatively new, but trying to let everyone know that we're here and we're a pretty cool place to come.
Still trying to get the word out isn't stopping folks from stopping in and looking around.
I enjoyed walking around and how they have everything in its natural habitat.
On this day, it was high school juniors and seniors who made the trip all the way from Tahlequah to check things out.
We get all kinds of groups, all the way from pre-K and kindergarten kids up through college and adult groups, even senior citizen groups that come here.
And with good reason, because this is the only museum of its kind anywhere near here.
We're a very unique attraction. We are the only skeleton museum in North America, and so we are a place to come if you're interested in learning all about animals and their anatomy.
A great resource for families planning a trip, scouts, and other group tours.
We're kind of used to seeing what dinosaurs look like on the inside, since bones are about all we have left of them, but it's really neat to get to see animals that you might be familiar with from a zoo.
There are more than 300 skeletons on display here, all of them cleaned and then assembled locally. A thought that some may find odd, but it sure shouldn't keep you away.
I think at first people were just a little surprised. It can sometimes be a little intimidating for people to think they're coming into a museum full of skeletons. That might seem a little strange or creepy, but usually the reaction that we get is kind of just awe. People are very impressed.
After all, if you can impress teenagers, everybody else is easy, right?
There's a ton of different skeletons, and it's just crazy how many actual, full skeletons there are.
If you're looking for ideas for places to visit this spring, you need a copy of the Oklahoma Travel Guide, and we have made it so easy for you to get one. Just head to our website, travelok.com, and click on Request Free Brochures. No road trip across our state would be complete without a pit stop.
And we are sharing one of the most popular places in Tulsa.
I usually get the regular width, and then I doctor it up with whatever.
The chili's so good, Martha Stewart calls it the best in the country coming up.
I was thinking about my ancestors. I was thinking about my grandmother, my grandfather.
Also ahead, how your family can celebrate Native American life during the winter count, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Word's gotten out about a place in Oklahoma with the best barbecue, steak, and Lebanese hors d'oeuvres, and I'm out to find it. They say it's been around since 1942 and it's on Route 66 in Sapulpa. Known for the finest steaks, perfectly smoked barbecue and homemade cabbage rolls, tabbouleh, and hummus. Freddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse, an Oklahoma tradition, and worth the trip.
When I'm getting my steak and barbecue fix, you can find me at Freddy's on Route 66 in Sapulpa.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. Subscribe now at oklahomatoday.com and get 6 issues absolutely free. Don't miss a single issue of Oklahoma Today magazine.
Every night, sit alone and talk and watch a hawk
Making crazy circles
in the sky.
We know we belong
To the land, and when we belong to his hand.
So when we say,
we're only saying you're doing fine.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Hot off the press. Order your free copy of the 2015 Oklahoma Travel Guide and get an all-access pass to the very best places, attractions, and activities Oklahoma has to offer. Go online to travelok.com and order your free copy today.
This portion of Discover Oklahoma is brought to you by Freddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse in Sapulpa, dining that's worth the drive.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're in the tunnels beneath downtown Oklahoma City, and you know they have been around for decades.
But it's nothing compared to the history of one popular location in Tulsa. Jason Grubbs is going to take us now to get a bite to eat at a classic T-Town location.
Ike's Chili has been in Tulsa for over 100 years, but this is their new location, right along old Route 66. Let's go inside and check it out.
We know what day of the week it is just by who's here.
Owner Lynn Wade says dedicated and hungry customers have kept Ike's Chili in business since 1908. This is the city's oldest restaurant.
Wednesday afternoons, about 11:30 is our normal meeting time, and we solve all the world's situations in 30 minutes or less.
I probably come in twice a week, any season.
After all these years, Ike's is still owned by the original family, and they're still serving the same great secret recipe for chili.
I've had everything, but I always go back to the base, the three-way chili.
I have a three-way special, which is the chili beans and of course the noodles, and then maybe I throw a little cheese on there. It's pretty tasty.
I usually get the regular width, and then I doctor it up with whatever.
So how good is it? Well, Martha Stewart called Ike's Chili the best in the nation.
Right after that aired on her show, our phone just started ringing off the hook.
While you can still get all the originals, over the years, Ike's has expanded the menu a bit. Try the Frito Burrito or Chili Mac.
Half macaroni and cheese and half chili.
Get a chicken fried steak on a platter or as a sandwich. The burgers range from chili cheese to hickory and jalapeno and bacon. If you're really hungry, there's a gigantic taco burger.
We start with a hamburger patty and put chili and lettuce and tomato and cheese and onions and all, and of course you can't pick it up. You know, you've got to use a fork and a knife to do that.
The chili isn't the only old family recipe. There's also one for the salad dressing. In fact, they use it in the coleslaw mix and then they add bacon.
Tried it on the customers and people are just like, wow, why haven't you been doing this all along?
While enjoying the tasty dishes of Ike's, take a look around for some history. These walls are covered in stories about Ike's, its family, and the city.
We were at 312 and a half Main Street at that time.
And ketchup was 5 cents.
Ketchup was 5 cents.
Oklahoma's favorite son, Will Rogers, was a fan. I'm told that sometimes he'd roll into town late, well after Ike's was closed for the night.
Well, he would go to my grandfather's house, you know, pound on the door and say, hey, come fix me some chili. And
that was owner Chris Trail and his father-in-law, Zern Johnson, talking with us several years ago, back when Ike's was at its old location on Admiral. It had been there since the late 60s. The new location along Route 66 marks a new era for a restaurant that's more than a century old. And there's no doubt Len and his family will be serving up chili for years to come. In Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
We've made it easy for you to plan your trip to Tulsa. All you need is our Tulsa Guide, and you can get a free copy on our website, travelok.com.
You know, this time of the year, Oklahoma's first residents gather as a time to reflect.
Native Americans have gathered for centuries for winter counts.
I am absolutely pleased to where I can almost come to tears. All the support, everyone's showing up.
The emotional connection to this Native American tradition and how you can take part.
And the Central Oklahoma restaurant that has a kick to it.
Anything with the green chili on it, if you want to be honest. The green chili is what Rocky Mountain Grill is.
We'll pull up a seat at the Rocky Mountain Grill, still ahead, right here on Discover Oklahoma. Get great discounts on a stay at the recently renovated Sequoia State Park. Check out Amazon Local for 50% off a 2-night stay.
Ford Truck Month is here with a stampede of savings, like low financing and big cash back on the 2014 F-150 while they last. Here's another number for you, 42. On average, a Ford F-Series is sold every 42 seconds. Now that's impressive. Get up to $9,000 total savings or 0 for 60 plus 1,500 retail trade assist on a 2014 F-150. Get to Truck Month at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Meet Maria and James. They're smart with money.
They clip grocery coupons, save spare change for laundry, and do their federal taxes for free with IRS Free File. Everyone can free file. Choose the brand name software right for you or use online fillable forms. Like Maria and James, you'll get a refund in about 10 days. For taxes that are a lot less taxing, visit freefile.irs.gov.
As the weather cools and the leaves begin to fall, don't trade outdoor recreation for winter hibernation. Discover the off-season treasures available at Oklahoma's 34 great state parks. Wide open trails teeming with wildlife, fishing, fun festivals, bird watching, equestrian trails, nature center activities, and cozy cabins with fireplaces offer the perfect escape for a wintry getaway. Visit travelok.com for special offers and come see for yourself.
It's mind-boggling to go through the history of music and the connection to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's Rhythm and Roots website is shaking the walls with legendary talent, iconic venues, and vocals from the heartland. Full of photos, videos, music, trivia, and itineraries, Rhythm and Roots transforms Oklahoma's rich music legacy into a bucket list of travel opportunities. Tune in to OklahomaMusicTrail.com and start your journey today.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from OKC Downtown Underground. Every year about this time, the Cheyenne and Arapaho tribes gather at the state park named after Cheyenne Chief Henry Romanos for their annual winter count.
And in days gone by, the members gathered together really for historic purposes, but now the event is more of an opportunity to learn. In fact, right now, Darren Brown is going to show us what it's all about.
It's a very nice day. I don't think we could have asked for a better day. When this first started, I kept envisioning snow falling and you guys huddling up but that didn't happen, so this is awesome.
To be down here in what was a winter camp, I mean, it's beautiful. It's like a perfect spot, perfect day.
I am absolutely pleased to where I can almost come to tears. All the support, everyone's showing up.
Minoma Little Hawk Sills was visibly moved with the response to this winter count, a recreation of what life was like in this canyon over 100 years ago.
I have ancestral ties here, and it's amazing to be able to share about our life here. And it's amazing and overwhelming for me because I worked for the Ouachita battlefield for almost 3 years. And there we talked about fighting and death and loss. Here I get to talk about life and show what life is about.
There was no shortage of life here. The canyon walls echoed with the sounds of laughter and learning from kids of all different backgrounds.
My people, the Cheyenne people, we were a nomadic tribe.
Our kids being native, they kind of didn't really, so this is about what, about us being, we're already Indian. Why do we need to go there? We're already Indian. And I said, well, some of y'all come from different places. You come from this desert Southwest or from Alaska or from the Northeast or the Southeast. I said, this we're going to be looking at Plains culture. You're going to be learning something a little different, and you're also going to see some things that are the same. And that's good. So we see that even in our differences, we still have some commonalities, and the main one being respect.
They call them medicine knowledge.
They're participating and they're really getting into it, and it looks like they're learning some stuff, and that's good.
Just like the old days, the drum brought everyone together before the day was over.
I was thinking about my ancestors. I was thinking about my grandmother, my grandfather. I was thinking about her aunt who was married to Man on Cloud, who was the brother of Romanos. It's a blessing, and I know that it was meant for me to be here. That's what it's about. It's life, sharing it with everyone. And if we don't share it, it's not going to continue.
All right. At Romanos State Park, discovering Oklahoma, I'm Darren Brown.
Winter Count is open to the public. It takes place this year on Saturday, March the 28th, and is made possible through a grant from the Oklahoma Arts Council and the Cheyenne Arapaho Tribes. Well, if there's one thing that everyone seems to agree on, it's just how friendly Oklahomans really are.
And you won't find a friendlier spot than the place where we're headed next.
I've tried about every dish he has and not been disappointed yet.
An Edmond favorite that will have you coming back for more coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Away is the crackle of the campfire. It can be 1,000,000 years old or a few weeks young. Away beckons from Orion's belt. Away is a place that's closer than you think. Find your away. Go RVing.
And the waving wing. T-shirt smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain.
We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand.
And when we say, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Ford Truck Month is here with a stampede of savings. Find out how numbers like these have made Ford F-Series #1 in the hardest working industries. And why it's America's best-selling truck 38 straight years. Hey, here's a few more impressive numbers for you. Drive a new 2015 Ford Super Duty with up to $5,500 cash back. The time is now. Get to Truck Month at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Hot off the press. Order your free copy of the 2015 Oklahoma Travel Guide and get an all-access pass to the very best places, attractions, and activities Oklahoma has to offer. Go online to travelok.com and order your free copy today.
This portion of Discover Oklahoma is brought to you by the Heartland Flyer. Book your ticket through Southern Oklahoma today.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from downtown Oklahoma City's underground. If you're looking for comfort food at some point, you know it really helps if the place you go to is warm and friendly.
Friendly atmosphere, fantastic food. I know from personal experience that there's no better place to find those and more at the Rocky Mountain Grill in Edmond.
It is comfort food with a kick.
I've tried about every dish he has and not been disappointed yet.
People are surprised that a little place like this can put out a quality that we do. And that's our biggest thing.
I try something different. Everything he makes is really good.
The Rocky Mountain Grill in Edmond. It's the kind of place where regulars are greeted by name. Open since 2013, more and more people have been coming in to see what the buzz is all about. As you heard, Scott calls his menu comfort food with a kick. And what is that kick, you may ask?
And everything's got a little green chili spin on it.
Now I'll get back to the green chilies in a moment, but first I want to talk about some of their signature dishes. Their pancakes are very popular. The batter is made in-house every day, fresh of course. And then there's the smothered breakfast burrito with, you guessed it, we're back to it again, green chilies. Look at the size of this burrito. It's massive. There are daily specials, by the way. Today's is lasagna with garlic bread, which we all had smell-o-vision right now. Now there's a fire and sizzle about this diner that sets it apart. Lunch is next on the menu.
Lunch has got to be burgers. We sell more burgers than anything. And our regular burritos, our steak fajita burrito and our chicken fajita burrito are phenomenal. That's our 3 #1 sellers. And then dinner, it's chicken fried steak and chicken fried chicken. Those are some of the things that we're kind of known for. And anything with a green chili on it, if you want to be honest. The green chili is what Rocky Mountain Grill is. So that's, everybody that comes in, what's your specialty? Green chili. I think that's our #1 item.
Tammy Johnson is the co-owner of the Rocky Mountain Grill.
She takes care of all the cold side on the cooking part. I take care of this. And then she's the official food taster. So when I make something bad, I hear about it for days. But yeah, usually it's just me and her, and we do all our own dishes. The only time we have a dishwasher is Friday nights and Saturdays. And we do it all.
Tammy and Scott have also been dating for years. Both are originally from Colorado, but met here when Scott came to Oklahoma to undergo cancer treatment.
We found out we went to the same high school in Colorado and didn't know each other. So it's been great. She's the reason I'm still here.
And their customers are extremely happy Scott stayed. My family and I eat here regularly. My favorite, I love their burgers.
They're hand-patted half-pound burgers. We season them ourselves, cook on an open flame, and they're good.
They're actually delicious, but there's more than great food here. At Rocky Mountain Grill, you'll receive excellent customer service.
If you don't get to know your people, they're not going to come back. You got to be friendly with them, and I truly enjoy our customers.
It's not just the food. The food's great, except it's kind of old school service, as it were. Scott's so personable. Just his story of surviving cancer. He liked the people here in Oklahoma so well, he decided to stay.
Very comfortable. He's very personal as well. I notice he does make a tendency to come out and talk to us. And I think that's kind of cool too.
Very friendly, yeah. He knows my kids' names. He remembers who we are, what we like. The waitresses are real friendly. Yeah, I love eating here.
If you're looking for ideas on where to eat across Oklahoma, request a copy of the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide. It's easy to do on our website, travelok.com.
A huge thank you to the folks here in downtown OKC for letting us go underground this week. The tunnels are open to the public until 8 p.m. and you'll find a place where you can get out of the wind and weather but still explore downtown OKC.
Coming up next week on Discover Oklahoma, horseback riding with a view, where to go if you want to hit the trail while seeing the sights.
And one of the sweetest drinks in our great state. We're headed to Weber's Root Beer for a frosty mug. Don't miss it next Saturday night right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma. Our intrepid Ford Explorer is provided by the Oklahoma Ford Dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.